Luxurious dessert straight out of Italia, handcrafted by Italian pastry chefs. Now, you know a trifle, right? This is basically what we're looking at here, all individually created in these glass jars, reusable, by the way, which
Beautiful.
I love that. This is from Bonta Divina, which is the sister company to Delicioso that we absolutely adore here at QVC.
Delicioso makes the best dessert, so I'm excited to
I have a
see
limoncello cake in my freezer right now.
Do
I'm
you?
saving it for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
I do. I have one already. But this is individual desserts. Now, what you're getting are 12 of them. Now, a trifle being, you know, you get that custard on the bottom.
Okay.
You get a layer of a sponge cake. And then what these have on the top, depending on the flavor that you get, you have cookie crumbles. You have these beautiful berries that are sourced. Gorgeous wild berries. You have the chocolate curls and swirls. Now, let me show you what you're getting and what your options are, because this is the only airing of the day.
Oh my gosh, it's an all-day food event, and this is it.
Yes, it's Seasons Eatings. This is the only airing of the day.
That tells me we don't have many of these.
We don't have many, but we do have 2 ship weeks. We have a ship week of November 7th and a ship week of December 5th. And only 1,000, that's all we have. Okay, so if you want the November ship week, only 300 remain. That's why we're only doing this one time.
These are gonna go.
Okay, these are gonna go really, really quickly. So you have your choice. You're going to get 12. You can do 12 in the Death by Chocolate.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. If you're gonna go, that's how I wanna go. You can do 12 in the Wild Berry and Cream. You could see those beautiful sourced berries right there on the top. You could see the cookie crumbles, the custard. Oh, this is so like straight out of my heart. Lemon tart. I love that, sort of like a palate cleanser of a dessert. Or if you can't decide, and I get it, do a combo where you'll get 4 of the lemon tart, 4 of the Death by Chocolate, and 4 of the Wild Berry and Cream.
I actually love that idea. We did something similar for my mom's 80th birthday party, where we had these little individual desserts that I bought on QVC with the combo, and it was so nice. It makes the dessert table look so pretty when they're all sitting out.
Right, and this is a really good build to ship to moment, I feel. If like you are the person who's like, you are on dessert, order it now, have it shipped whatever week you need, and it's already there waiting. You can throw it in the freezer, and when you're ready, you take it out, you thaw it, and then that's all you have to do. So the price is a feature price of $78.69. Of course, free shipping and handling, and $15.74 brings it home on your 5 easy pays. It's M88543, so you can start ordering now. Look at those swirls. You know who we have to bring in?
Of course.
Our meal master. Stacy Stoffer is here with us. Hey, Stacy, how are you?
I'm doing great. Great to see you, Julie and Sandra. And you've heard of mimosa flights and beer flights. I like to think of this, if you get the combo, the perfect dessert flight for your holiday tabler. 3 amazing desserts. Bonta Divina, what they're all about is making delicious contemporary desserts, all made in Italy with that Italian soul and Italian goodness that so many of our customers know from Delicioso. These are all handmade by pastry chefs. That's why we couldn't bring in many. That's why we're only doing this one time today in the all-day food event, is because these are very layer intensive, because like you said, Julia, it's a trifle. They're layered desserts, 3 layers of just decadence and goodness, no matter which flavor you choose.
Well, let's actually do a deep dive on the flavors, because honestly, selfishly, I just want to try them all.
I couldn't wait. Stacey, I couldn't wait anymore. I already jumped on the lemon tart.
So let's start there, since I have that in my hand too.
Delicious.
Sounds amazing. Okay, to me, this is like a little jar of Italian sunshine. Okay, so what we're going to start with this beautiful lemon chiffon mousse, light and airy, I can just see. And it makes your taste buds burst, because it's not a sour lemon. This is Sicilian lemon, so it has that little bit of sweetness to balance the tart. And nestled in between is this buttery cookie crumble made with almond flour, so it almost gives it a nuttiness along with that beautiful crunch. And then we layer it more with our lemon chiffon mousse. And then on top, and this is really big in Italy, we don't see it much here in the United States, candied fruit is huge in Italy.
That's what that is.
It's exquisite. It's high end. So that's candied lemon on top. So this is sweet, creamy, and crunchy all at the same time. It is truly, if you love lemon,
I do.
This is so
I love
high
lemon.
end.
It's such a refreshing way to finish a meal. It feels like the palate cleanser, but it kind of brings everything to a beautiful finish. You get that tartness, you get that sweetness, you get so much texture. So let's talk about the wild berries and cream.
Pretty this is.
Okay, going to the berries. Okay, this was actually inspired by, and I think I presented with you, Sandra and Julia, Delicioso's wild berry cake, which is hugely popular. what our pastry chefs do is they start with a creamy, light vanilla mousse. And then we layer candied European berries and a silky sweet wild berry fruit sauce. But here's
Oh,
what's so
wow.
exquisite about this one.
That's incredible.
We
It's
hand
really good.
place 5 different berries: wild strawberries, wild blueberries, wild blackberries, and red and black
It's so
currants.
labor
And
intensive.
then,
Just even find
right?
the wild
That's why,
berries.
again,
By the way, Fran, our line producer,
right.
he just said in my ear, "That's the one I want. Save me
So
one."
you better save me one of those. Wow, that is
it's
a
so good. And
burst of
then,
brightness.
yeah,
Oh,
and that
And it's not
buttery
too
cookie
sweet.
no.
crumble
You know what's great?
is in there as
You
well.
know what I like about these?
Oh, yeah, I gotta get to the
Stacey?
bottom.
They're all incredible, but they're not too sweet. That said, I think this is the perfect portion size, right?
I agree.
It
Oh,
is. Actually,
only need
we were
one.
watching the Phillies game. We were watching the
Ooh,
Phillies
go
game
Phillies.
tonight, and my kids came down and they wanted dessert. What I love about these is I said, grab a mousse jar. I don't have to get up and slice anything. I don't have to heat anything. I
Right.
don't have to
Yeah.
scoop anything out. They just went
Oh
in,
my gosh.
grabbed a spoon, and was able to do this. So on a holiday table, if you're going to have a lot of guests and you
That's
kind
so
of
good.
just want it
It's really good,
fuss-free,
right?
individual
Special.
servings, this is such a wonderful way to go. But we've got to talk about death by
Oh,
chocolate.
yeah.
I mean,
Give me
because if
that
you're
baby right
really the
there.
chocolate lover or sweet tooth person, you're going to want this. This is true decadence. We begin with a European semi-sweet Belgian chocolate that creates a
Look at that.
chocolate mousse. So again, it's still going to be very light and
I'm gonna
creamy,
go all the way
but
to the
nestled
bottom.
inside is a moist, rich chocolate cake made from scratch, no mixes,
Oh, come
topped with
on.
those Belgian chocolate curls. Sandra, what do
Wow.
you think?
Okay, so first of all, you can immediately tell that it's really,
Did I
really
just
high
drool on
quality
TV?
chocolate. Like you can tell that it's Belgian
Right.
chocolate. Like it's unbelievable. It's a really rich flavor without being, again, they're not too sweet. If this was all like cheaper ingredients, just nothing but like sugar and it wouldn't be this good. Stacey, these are complex. Like these are very sophisticated desserts.
Right. Very, very elegant. Now, these are made in Italy by Italian pastry chefs. Am I
No
correct
wonder.
before I do my update?
Absolutely. Everything comes straight
That's
from
incredible.
Italy with those imported ingredients. I call them little handcrafted bites. And again, I think you
Oh my
mentioned,
gosh.
Julia, they come in glass jars.
Yes, they
So
do.
these
Made
are
in
reusable. You can
Italy.
put them in the microwave, in the dishwasher. We use them to hold tacks and rubber bands, use them in the office, use them for other,
You know,
like for
yeah.
jello later in the summertime or
Stacey,
springtime.
I really want to compliment you because this is the kind of thing I would have absolutely no idea how to get my hands on if I didn't know about QVC. Because this whole idea of not Italian style desserts, but desserts made by
Yeah.
masters in Italy. This is all of that same exquisite. Why do we love going to Italy besides the beautiful beaches and the landscapes? The food,
The
right?
food. It's all about the food.
And you know, you can't actually duplicate it sometimes here because you don't have the exact same ingredients. You can have the same recipe, but it doesn't necessarily taste the same. So Stacey, I love this. Like this is like being in Italy on vacation and getting the perfect dessert after a wonderful meal.
Where I was this July. It brings me back. Let me do updates because you do
good.
have some options. Over 300 have been ordered. 800 now
That's
remain.
wild.
So you can do all 12, because remember getting 12, all individually packaged in these glass jars of the Death by Chocolate. You can do all 12 in the wild berries and cream. You can do all 12 in the lemon tart, or if you want to do, as Stacey said, like a mimosa flight, do it with your dessert flight. You can do a combo where you will get 4 of each flavor. 2 ship dates. We can ship it to you the week of November 7th, but now, if you want the combo for that ship week, that is by far the most popular and only 100 remain. If you want any of the other choices for that ship week, there's a dozen of each. People are picking up more than one. That's for the week of November 7th. If you would like this ship the week of December 5th, we have a few more. The lemon tart and the wild berries and cream, fewer than 100 of each. And the combo is the most popular, but only 200 remain. Stacey, if I grabbed these now and I threw these
Yeah.
in my freezer, how long can I keep them in there?
They'll be good for a year. They will arrive frozen. Just when you get them home, stick them in the freezer. Now, when you're ready to serve, all you have to do is take them out, pop them in the refrigerator, let them thaw out there for an hour or two. Or if you really are craving something sweet and you want it now, take it out of the freezer, let it sit on the counter about 20 minutes. I love these served a little bit chilled as opposed to room temperature. But again, just so good. Look at the layers on
I
that. And
know.
you those whole fresh, and we hand our pastry chef, not me, I don't do the work,
Yeah.
but our pastry chefs hand place all of those berries, those 5 different European berries on top, so not to crush them. So again, very labor intensive, but that's what Italians do best. When they do
Right.
something, they do it right. They put their heart and their soul and their love to it. And that's why people in Italy know about Bonta Divina. And it's exciting that it's available to the QVC customer first here in the United
That's
States.
so
So
exciting.
very, very special.
It really
Yeah.
is an unforgettable way to finish what I would imagine is already a special and elegant meal, whether it's a holiday table, even just a dinner party, a get-together, or if you're just watching the baseball game, you have a little bit of a sweet tooth, but if you're gonna do it right. Over half of our quantities are gone. You can see on your screen, you do have your choice of the ship weeks, either the week of November 7th, which is last call. So if you want this now, if you want it next week, then you have to order before it's gone. You can also have this delivered the week of December 5th. Thank you, Fran. Any way you look at it, you're looking at $78.69. For all that craftsmanship, that breaks down to about $6.56 per dessert, per elegant Italian handcrafted dessert. Stacey, thank you so much. This is so special.
Oh, thank you, Julia. Have a great night.
You too. It's M88543. Remember, it ships for free. Oh, I don't want to put it down. That was so good. Blaine, are you going to get on one of those?
Getting all of them.
Blaine is getting in on all of them, he says.
Also promised he's going to eat everything from Corky's with us next
Oh,
hour.
is he? All right. All right, good thing you're wearing stretchy pants.